uplift as obtainable in other developed climes. The president commended the minister, describing him as a transformational leader that is changing the narratives on infrastructure development in the FCT.
And we are determined to renew infrastructure across the key sectors of the economy: transportation, healthcare, education, energy, and urban development. Because we understand that modern infrastructure is the backbone of a thriving economy and an inclusive and progressive society. The International Conference Center is part of our country's larger mission to become a hub for regional diplomacy, continental trade discussion, global partnership,
Hello.
and many more.
I'm doing fine, are you?
We'll
How is your day
details
going?
of that report in our subsequent bulletins. And now, the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, no doubt, is a giant leap towards massive and eco-friendly infrastructure development in the country. When completed, the highway and other ongoing road
Esla
constructions
Victor, how are you
nationwide
doing?
will add to the country's GDP. Bolaji Akin, this report takes a look at the merits of the Lagos Calabar Coastal
Good.
Highway.
Okay, nice.
The 750-kilometer Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway is a brainchild of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The highway connects states across the country, creating trade integration, easy movement of goods and services, with other massive significant infrastructures around the coastal highway.
Yes, I'm at the
Nigerians
salon.
and other
Just
users of the
leaving my
road
hair.
will experience smooth motoring.
It's going to reduce the
Because of time, I
man-hour
could not
of
make something different, so I just leave it. I'll use wig.
expended on the roads.
Maybe next week
When people
I might make the hair.
or move
If I see
from
chance,
Lagos to Niger Delta and
I'll do
further
something
up.
better.
Built with concrete pavements
Maybe
to
braids.
reduce emissions and earning carbon credit for Nigeria. It is also designed to produce clean energy through installation of solar lights and
Yeah,
trees
thank you.
planted along the routes.
We're going to have a relief station where you have supermarkets, clinic, you have towing cars, you have parking lots for cars and trucks and so on and so forth. And we are passing through the coast where water is very frequent. Asphalt will just fell on that very high water.
With the inauguration of the first section of the coastal highway by President Bola Tinubu, stakeholders are optimistic that Nigerians will benefit from the renewed hope initiative of the present administration.
Oh, thank you.
Lagos, Bolaji
I
Akin,
appreciate. Bye.
NTA News.
Do have a wonderful day.
Let's now join Larry Valerie in Lagos for an update on the benefits of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Yes, Larry, so what is the ambience there? Is construction work
Hi,
ongoing?
thanks for joining, okay?
Well, construction work is still ongoing. After all, they've just done only 30 kilometers of the 750, so construction work is definitely going on. But we've talked about the socio-economic importance of this road. We've talked about the integration it's going to bring. We should also talk about the carbon credit that is retained in this road. Let's start with the obvious, the concrete pavements that I'm standing on right now, as my cameraman is taking the shots. This concrete pavements,
Thanks
research
for
has
joining
shown
the
that
live stream.
it's very good for coastal roads. It's
Could not go
best
for
coastal
shoots
roads.
today,
Why?
I'm
It
just,
is resilient against the salt water.
something
and
came
any
up,
water,
so
it is resilient against them. And because
I'm
of its
just
durability, it will also participate
I decided to
in
just
driving
leave my
or
hair.
mitigating the ocean surge being experienced by the coastal areas in Lagos State. And apart from that, do you know that the concrete pavement also absorbs CO2? It
Hello.
absorbs carbon dioxide, and it also has a traction. So cars flying in road on this pavement will use less
Hi.
fuel, less burning of fuel, and that's for
Ashley.
the environment, burning less fuel.
Good afternoon.
And it's also recyclable. Although asphalt is true, it's recyclable. But
Hello.
the plus is that concrete pavement is also recyclable.
Ashley, how are you
can
doing?
Recycle it, and it is friendly for landfill areas, waste areas where there are waste they are using for landfill.
Oh, no, get
can
work.
stay there confidently, comfortably. And apart
get
from
work now.
that, it reflects sunlight. It does not absorb sunlight unlike the asphalt.
Simba,
So
how are
this
you
will
doing?
mitigate what we call heat island.
Good
It will
afternoon.
limit it because asphalt, because of texture and the nature of asphalt,
Yeah,
it
I'm
often
fine too.
absorbs heat. But with concrete pavement, it reflects it.
Thank
and
you.
that's why solar light is very good on concrete pavement because it reflects the solar light, a little bit of light, and the whole place is lit up. Like the asphalt where you have to bring in heavy light. So low power bulbs, low power energy can work on the concrete pavement, and that's why as
Thank
talking
you.
to you, they are erecting solar energy, and that is a carbon credit
Thanks.
for Nigeria. And apart from that, they are going to plant trees, because my colleague said it in his report. There's going to be trees all the way.
Ashley,
down
where are
there.
you
That is
from?
good. And apart from that, the solar energy, I have to mention the solar energy. And there's
Simba, where are you
government
from,
is working closely with the ministry.
Just briefly, or can you tell us
Sorry,
the
my network was a bit
economic
bad.
impact of these routes on the people?
Well, it's enormous. I don't think I have the time to start highlighting them, but let me mention some. On this road, there will be rail tourism. On this road, there will be toll gating. On this road, there will be seaports.
Hello.
It will assess marine
Good afternoon.
economy. Oh, it's a lot. It's like it's a slingshot of a project that you pull it out and you kill 2 or 4 birds.
All right, Mary.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, how you doing?
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much.
How you guys
Mary, for
doing?
that updates, and while we leave you here, we'll now go over to the studio where we have our Miss Jibo to tell us more on the stories that are trending in that zone.
No, thank you.
Hi.
Nation in Nigeria is the longest in her 65 years of independence from colonial rule. Larry Bailey takes a look at the gains and challenges of 26 years of civilian rule.
Thanks for joining the live.
Transitioning from military to civilian rule in 1999 was an
Thanks for
inevitable
joining.
development. Our socio-economic and political trajectories indicate this. It has
I
been
don't know why I'm
26
coughing.
years of democratic journey. The gains include increased citizen participation, periodic elections, and transition of power, a vibrant civil society, human rights progress,
Hello.
people-centered infrastructure
Thanks for
projects
joining the
and
live
policies,
stream.
recognition of
How are you
geopolitical
doing
force in
today?
decision-making, and economic development policies and programs.
Although the capitalism is also still going up, even as we speak. A strong banking system,
I'm
a strong
making my
financial
hair.
system is critical to development. So that is understandable why we're doing that. And we've been able to sustainably hold our financial services system to a certain level of growth that has supported the economy in its own way.
Challenges that continue to hinder the full realization of democratic dividends include electoral malpractices, insecurity, corruption, and ethnic religious divisions.
Hello, good
Many
afternoon.
scholars are convinced that these issues can be tackled through national
You're welcome to the
integration.
live stream.
Of course, have common interest. Good roads, good educational system, functioning hospitals. If that is the basis on which state government interact with local government, state government interact with
So I move into a new environment. Still trying to settle it.
In terms of the problem that we're talking about now.
The Renew Hope initiative of the present administration targets national integration from interlocal
I'm enjoying my new
projects,
place though.
agricultural and empowerment programs to tax reforms. NTA News.
Nigeria's current enrollment for the national identity number NIN is about 120 million, which is not up to 50% of the estimated population. And the National Identity Management Commission is working out modalities to gain traction by the end of the year in line with the directive of President Bola Tinubu to register all eligible Nigerians. Joel Popola reports that modalities have been finalized to achieve this target.
The directive by Mr. President is clear. Every Nigerian should be enrolled for the national identity number. And to achieve this, NIMS is adopting a holistic approach with the involvement of all stakeholders, especially the Ministry of Youth and Women Affairs. Across the Federation, NIMS says over 35,000 core members and other ad hoc staff will be deployed to the 774 local governments and 8,809 wards to fast-track the process after a thorough training. The Director General of NIMS says having a robust database of Nigerians is important for national and economic planning.
We're going down to the ward level, so we're trying to make sure that we're bringing enrollment closer to the people and bridging the distance between them enrolling at the local government office or our state offices. So it's a lot easier for people to go out and get their enrollment done. So we have a lot planned.
Front-end partners who are part of the critical stakeholders that achieved the 120 million milestone remain strategic partners, and compliance with rules is the reason for this interaction.
We already have a working pattern with them, which they know.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
We have a contract with them and what they should do and what they should not do.
Hello, thanks for joining the live stream. How is your day going?
With expectations high, the Commission is determined to deliver, and it builds on all stakeholders to be on the same page. In Lagos, Joel Popola, NT News.
So that's our contribution from Lagos. Nationwide will continue in just after this time. Don't go.
Excuse me.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the Billboard and National Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. My reason stems from a deep personal experience. I once had a friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered he had tuberculosis. Sadly, due to the stigma and discrimination surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved his life if only. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease.
Hello,
that primarily
young prophet.
affects the lungs, but can also impact other parts of the body. Being airborne means
How are you doing today?
regardless of your social economic status can contract it. In Nigeria, 1% dies of TB-related illness every 7 years, amounting to 206 deaths every day. Globally, 1% succumbs to TB every 85 seconds, which is a staggering 3,456 lives lost daily. These deaths are entirely preventable because TB is curable if detected and treated early. If you or someone you know has been coughing for 2 weeks or more, coughing up blood, experiencing night sweats, or losing weight drastically, it might be TB. Please visit the nearest government hospital or primary health care center for proper diagnosis and treatment. TB treatment is free in all government and some private health facilities. Sanitize or discriminate against TB patients or those who have been treated for TB. Individuals who have been cured of TB cannot infect others. I call on all stakeholders, especially the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes.
through its direct benefit transfer program, has started the disbursement of 75,000 naira per household in 3 installments of 25,000, 25,000, 25,000 naira. Each recipient must have a validated national identification number, NIN, to receive the payment on behalf of their household members. To benefit, your household must be in the National Social Register of Poor and Vulnerable Households in Nigeria. The federal government's direct benefit transfer program is helping to reduce the effect of suffering while promoting financial and economic inclusion for the poor and vulnerable population in Nigeria.
So as of Nigeria, NSR government register with my NIN. So government will raise an ATM card. We will 25,000 naira 3 times. And every high I get about a million at them. Maybe the donor matter we get. $20 million. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and
Hello.
National Orientation, Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, in collaboration with the National Social Investment Programs Agency, National Social Safety Nets Coordinating Office,
right?
and the National Cash Transfer Office.
Welcome to JEP. The Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Community Engagement North Central Zone, Dr. Abiodun Etiet, has officially launched the Presidential Community Engagement Peace Initiative in JEP. The program aims at promoting sustainable peace in the region. In the year, and it began reports.
The North Central region has in recent times grappled with insurgency, leading to wanton destruction of lives and property. The North Central Peace Summit, which brought together key stakeholders across the region, aims at promoting reconciliation, mutual understanding, and addressing communal tension through inclusive dialogue and collaboration. The Senior Special Assistant to President Tinubu on Community Engagement, North Central, Dr. Abiodun Etiet, the summit and the launch of the Presidential Community Engagement Peace Initiative will chart a way forward in addressing the issues.
Okay guys, I have to go offline now.
Groups will be set up
I'll
across
come back
110 local government of North Central region,
8-9,
which will have
between
direct
8
connection
to
with
9
my
o'clock.
office
I'll
in
come
channeling
back.
concerns and also building sustainable peace.
See you guys
within this
later.
region.
Thanks for joining my live video. I appreciate it. Love you.
Unwavering commitment to the protection of lives and property, emphasizing that community collaboration